Hello guys, so today's video is going to be about all the information we have so far about the new BRM5 operation and what you can expect from it. With all the information we have so far, all the information will be available to look at on the Platinum 5 Discord server, which I will link down below. So without further ado, let's start off this video. For this, I'm going to be reading out devblog 5. You're going to see it on your screen right now, and this is how it reads out. Devblog 5, December 27th, 2020. Hello, with 2020 wrapping up, it's time to announce what we have planned for 2021. We have always envisioned BRM5 to be a tactical shooter game with in-depth customization for both weapons and gear. However, our gunsmith framework has become outdated since its introduction in October 2019. That's why our first focus of 2021 is to complete a weapon overhaul. And the picture here looks pretty cool. So you can change the camo of individual attachments, have multiple attachments on one rail, adjust the stock length. It says here to alter your vertical and horizontal recoil and slide attachments anywhere onto the rail. More muzzle options as well. Personally, I don't use muzzle options that much because I don't use anything else except like a PBS silencer, but I think it would be a lot better if we had different muzzle options because we basically only have one, and that's just the Chimera. So let's keep reading. One of the biggest features we're excited to announce is the ability to put multiple rail attachments on one gun. These attachments will then be linked with dynamically generated wires connecting them to a pressure pad or a click switch. Other new features include sliding attachments anywhere on the rail, adjusting the stock length, putting camo on individual attachments, and much more. This update will also come with a complete sound redesign and animation overhaul for all weapons in order to bring a much better gunplay experience. To accompany these changes, we're also focusing on new stat balancers for all weapons to ensure each weapon has its own advantages and disadvantages while maintaining its own unique characteristics. So I think the animations do need a bit of a overhaul since basically everything else very fleshed out, but animations, I think if we added a more detailed animation system, it would be a lot better. And from here it sounds like the gunplay experience will change a bit, so it would be great seeing a new meta that's not AUG A3 MK8, not MK18, but AUG A3, that kind of stuff, just a new meta. And yeah, it would be really cool to see what kind of contraptions we can make with the two attachments on one rail. So I think devblog 5, on these paragraphs at least, it's showing that the weapon overhaul is going to be pretty good. So yeah. Alright, so this next section is about PvP. So on here it says PvP. Since the launch of BRM5, PvP has grown to be an integral part of the community, bringing more competitive and fast-paced gameplay alongside the classic PvE mode. Therefore, we are happy to announce the following parts. 10v10 will be released with part 3 of the Christmas update, enabling larger PvP matches that emphasize teamwork. We will also aim to get 25v25 out late January 2021. It's been later than January 2021, so yeah. Which will introduce a large-scale combat into BRM5. We will release more details as we get further into its development. As a side note, I'm aware how buggy matchmaking currently is. 10v10 and 25v25 will not use matchmaking and instead will just place you in an active match. Matchmaking will be redone sometime mid-2021. It's already been past mid-2021 for people who don't know. People who've been living under rocks. For those who enjoy the current PvP, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about 2v2 and 5v5. Here's a peek at the new Office map created by Gravity Defier, known for New Dawn Raid Mode map and the Favela PvP map currently in rotation. So basically, here it looks like they're going to add a pretty good PvP update, because PvP has to get an update soon, because PvP is basically just broken and buggy, in my opinion, when it comes to when it comes to bugginess, and player disconnects every single match and stuff like that, or at least some sort of fine for leaving in the middle of a match, because if we don't do that, it's just going to get kind of repetitive. And it looks like the new Office map will look pretty good. It has different areas where you can hide and take cover, and a lot of open space as well. So the new Office map looks like it will be a fan favorite, I guess. So that's it for the PvP section. Alright, so our next section is called New Weapons and Vehicles. So some of this stuff is already out because this was in early 2020, but a lot of this stuff hasn't been released. So it says New Weapons and Vehicles. New weapons and vehicles are one of the most commonly suggested items on our Discord, and we have been listening, with many highly suggested weapons such as the FM5, AUG and M9 already in the game being implemented this year. We are now able to prepare with new weapons to be implemented for early next year. You can expect weapons such as the SVD Dragunov, HK416 and Beretta 93R and the FAMAS. There are more planned, but it's a surprise. So we don't have the Dragunov, but we have the SVU, which is basically a fully automatic bullpup sniper rifle. And we don't have the HK416. I don't know if we have the Beretta 93R, but I know we don't have the FAMAS. But I'd really look forward to the SVD Dragunov, finally a more traditional Russian sniper loadout, instead of just the SVU, which is kind of modern if you want older type Russian loadout, like a Cold War. So the FAMAS would be pretty cool because we don't have many bullpup guns in the game, so it'd be pretty cool to see some of these bullpups. Alright, so let's read the next paragraph. However, new vehicles are unfortunately still far away from being implemented, not anymore, as you'll see later in the video, as we are still currently reworking the Sea Stallion and all ground vehicles in the game. We are aiming to complete this full rework sometime in 2021, and hopefully then new vehicles from a variety of different nations will start making its way into the game. So I'm really looking forward to this, because it's kind of boring just to have American stuff in the game, because only American stuff kind of singles out the other role-playing groups of different countries like Russia, France, UK, Turkey, that kind of thing, you know. And it'd be pretty cool to see I can recognize this isn't a friendly vehicle in open world and stuff. So I'd really love to see how that goes, and if the new vehicles will look good. So thank you for watching this part. Alright, so our next area that we're going to be talking about is mass optimization. So mass optimization, I'm going to read it out right now. One of our big goals for 2021 is to introduce BRM onto Xbox. My opinion on bringing BRM5 to Xbox is good, because I have a lot of friends who play on Xbox and stuff, but they can't play on games like BRM5. My only concern would be private servers, because typing a private server in manually like that, especially on like a roleplay server with big events and stuff every time, would be kind of hard because they wouldn't be able to join just immediately. So I think some sort of server browser feature would be good for that. If you're on Xbox and stuff, you just have to enter a password. Right, so let me keep reading. This will require optimization and playtesting to ensure the game can run on lower spec machines and consoles. Throughout January, the game will be receiving many minor adjustments that will add up to improve the game's overall performance, including optimizations of the PvP maps and LOD for weapons. So, they did add these little adjustments, at least from my knowledge, because on my old PC, which used to be complete garbage, had an Intel graphics card in there. That's how you know it's garbage. And basically, I couldn't really play BRM5 properly without going onto graphics 1. So the updates actually made it a lot better until I got my new PC. So yeah, the updates were pretty good. Optimizations of PvP maps and LOD for weapons, I think pretty good, because an LOD for weapons would be pretty vital to keep the game like with good optimizations and stuff. So I think the mass optimization is going to be good. So yeah, that's mass optimization for you. Alright, so the last part of Dev Blog 5 says, wrapping up 2020. It's been a wild year for BRM5 with the release of two major operations, Operation Nightfall and Viper, which has brought loads of new features and content that set the groundwork for 2021. There are still lots of exciting features such as vehicle customization and London raid mode mission coming in 2021 that we haven't talked about yet, but we'll release another blog for that as we get closer to it. Thanks for sticking with us through this journey. We'll see you in 2021. So vehicle customization in London. So basically, I don't think there's going to be anything else they're going to say about that really right now. So yeah. They have said something about vehicle customization, but that's for 5 seconds now. So yeah, but let's get on to the rest of all this stuff about the update. So basically, the BRM5 team went dark for 1 whole year, so 12 months. And after those 12 months, they gave us this screenshot at everyone. As many of you know, we've been hard at work overhauling BRM5 since the launch of Operation Viper. We are leaving no stone unturned, and almost every feature will be getting revamped and updated. Some of the features you can expect are a remastered map, new vehicle customization system, smarter enemy AIs, highly detailed vehicle models with complete interiors and weapon models. With vehicle customization, you'll be able to apply different camouflages and change the setup to suit your mission needs. So they sent a video called Humvee Variants.mp4 to the server as well, and I'll be playing that in 1 second. Alright, so as you could see in the video, there's going to be a lot of new Humvee variations. The new Humvee variations look pretty cool, but I don't know how the customization system would work, because if everything was free, it would be too OP. So I'm guessing they would probably make it so there'll be a vehicle customization area in loadouts as well. So you could have different types of loadouts, and it would be very, very cool. So I'm pretty excited because finally we won't just have like a desert Humvee. We're gonna have forest Humvees and snow Humvees and light Humvees, so like open back and stuff like that. It's gonna look pretty cool, but I'm guessing if you're allowed to upload your own camos, it will probably be kind of chaos. So I think they're just gonna have a load of camos like uniforms. My opinion is very cool. Oop. So basically, the day I was making this video, right, there was no new evidence, and then the next day, you know what happens? More stuff. So basically, I've got my screenshot here, that I'm going to pull up in a second, and it's going to show you some new stuff. So yeah. Alright, so I think you heard what I said a bit earlier in the video. So basically new stuff came out here. It says, hello operators, here's a sneak peek of the next operation which you can expect before Christmas this year. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Finally, their new update. So it says, the enemy's arsenal has been upgraded with new vehicles in the next operation, so be prepared to face off the POD in remastered locations across the map. Now do you see this? Oh my god, this looks cool. So they're gonna have little birds, they're gonna have Humvees with like their symbols on it and stuff. That looks like Sakrina City. So I think Sakrina's gonna have a revamp, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. In just one day already, so in 6 hours, it's gotten 5,211 likes. So a lot of people are waiting. Hopefully, the update will be worth it. Everyone's just hoping that, you know. So that's wrapping up the video. So peace out guys, and stick around for the next video. Bye.